Hi, this is Joseph. Continuing working on my working on this project called God's Love, Freedom, and Truth, and I'm interviewing for the documentary of it. This is a brother. How you doing, brother?
All right, how you doing?
What's
man?
your name, sir?
All right, I'm Minister Monty Williams.
Mr. Monty Williams. Let me ask you a question, sir. When you hear the word God's love, what do that tells you?
Well, that tells me a lot. It tells me that Jesus Christ came for one reason, to save souls, and that means that He loved the world. Because the Bible says, "For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, and whosoever should believe in Him should not perish,
Yes, sir.
but have everlasting life." So that's what I think about.
Yes, sir. Okay, freedom of truth. When you hear freedom of truth, what's the first thing coming to your mind?
Well, when I hear freedom of truth, the first thing that actually comes to my mind is freedom of speech. Being free to be who you is, being free to say the things that you want to say, but in the proper context and in respect, And when you talk about God love, like we're doing a documentary right now,
Yes, sir.
you want to talk with a God that speaks.
In Jesus' name.
And talk in Jesus' name.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, give me your take out of how you feel about the music industry and what's like really going on in the music nowadays with the youth.
Well, that's a good question, and it's kind of hard for me because the music industry, I haven't really been inside except for gospel music and except for maybe cars passing by or maybe some songs that I've heard in the past, but I have not really been in the music industry as of late. So it is important to reach out to the youth, and it's very important that the youth listen to the things that are right, but in this world, in this society, a lot of times they are caught up in the world of music.
Yes, sir. Okay, speaking of, I don't know how much you're into politics or not, are you? Okay, the state of politics nowadays compared to from the, from the 50s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. What's your take out on politics now?
Well, see, the thing about me, and I'm going to be honest, I haven't gotten into politics since Bill Clinton got out of office. When Bill Clinton got out of office, I remember a man by the name of Gore. He had ran for office against one of the Bushes, and what happened was Florida was the last state to decide, and Florida was winning as far as Gore was concerned. But somehow it flipped, and Bush ended up winning, and that was actually the last time that I voted and spoke about voting because I always felt like that process in America was somewhat rigged up, that they wanted people that they wanted in office versus the people that we voted for and chose to be in office.
Yes, sir.
So that's actually my honest take on it.
Yes, sir. Do you feel like it'll be good for America, truthfully, because people they have their own different religions and what they believe in, but it'll be good to bring God back into the schools. You know what I'm saying? Right. What is your take out on that, sir?
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that totally. With the way this world has changed, they've taken God out of a lot of things, and it's made a lot of things corrupt. But God always put people, whether they be teachers, whether they be principals, and some students that will continue to pray for the well-being of their school, for the well-being of the public schools and private schools. So our main thing is to really try to keep our kids in prayer, and as well as the teachers and the principals and other students. Okay,
do you feel? I don't know how old you are, but do you remember back in the days when the church used to go outside? You understand? So how do you feel? Do you feel like it should be more churches going outside to draw the youth in instead of, to sit behind the four walls and then expecting the youth to come in? And you understand how you feel about that?
Right, I agree with you totally, and I think one thing that you're doing now is a great thing. It's a great start of outreach, putting some, where people could see it.
Yes, sir.
And talk about it. And I believe that a lot of churches, they still yet go out, but not with the impact that they would like. Because society has changed to where it's about the mega church, the big building, the nice cars, versus when back in the days it was more about soul winning, reaching out to the lost, trying to help one another, kind of like what you're doing now. You're speaking towards being a help out in the community.
Yes, sir.
And it takes brothers like yourself, men like yourself, that's not afraid to go out on the forefront and say we need to actually do something.
Yes,
So I also commend you, brother, for what you do.
Thank you, sir, my brother. Well, thank you so much for this interview. We're going to keep each other in prayer.
All right.
And God bless you.
I appreciate
And may the
it.
Lord continue to overflow your cup of blessing and keep guiding you to do right and to do his will.
Okay, man.
God
Thank
bless,
you.
brother. All right.